Okay, so you're going to need a nail file, and you're going to need some scissors or some clippers. I tried to use the scissors at first. It didn't work so well, so I'm going with the clippers, and I'm clipping the excess off that way. I'm not quite sure how I feel about these yet. As you see, I have already done my other hand, but these are kind of awkward. You're supposed to fit which one fits your nail best, but I'm finding I'm having a problem with the sides, the corner tips. Mine tend to get a little wider as they go out, so I'm finding that in order to fit the tips, I'm having a little bit of overlapping, like at the cuticle or right along the crease here. And I've had that happen with a couple of nails, so I've just taken my fingernail and I'm trying to press it down into the crease. You of course can use a cuticle stick to do that as well, but I suppose the easeability and the fitting factor is all going to depend on how your nails are shaped. I had a couple of nails break on me this week, so I tried to, you know, clip them all down close to the same size, and then I cleaned them off with some nail polish remover just to make sure they were nice and clean, and then washed them good and let them dry. Okay, so here I go with the left hand. I'm going to try to find which one fits the best on my thumb first, and on this hand it was this one here. And I don't know if you can see this, but it again kind of overlaps on the side a little bit. I'm going to try to go quickly with this video, but they take some getting used to. So I'm not real versed on it yet. So please forgive the length of this video. Not sure how long it's going to be by the time I'm done. Okay, so take it right to the nail bed. Try to hold the tip up as you do it because it sticks really quickly. And then you end up with the wrinkling and all of that good stuff. And sometimes you may have to pull it off and realign it because it's kind of hard to get it even on both sides and then bring it past the cuticle here. Alright, so I'm going to press down at the cuticle area first and then go toward the tip. And as you can see here, it's got a little bit of that, you know, overlap at the crease and the cuticle here. So I'm just going to push it down as best I can. And then these are a little stretchy, so if you find that, you know, the corner is just shy a little, try to give it a little tug. And I'm using my 6-in-1 nail file here to help me press down at the cuticle. And then you kind of got to pull the tip up a little more because it does stick to your nail underneath. And then I'm finding just clipping one side halfway across and then clipping the other side seems to be the best. I plan on keeping my extras just in case I want to add a little design onto, you know, a polish job that I do later. So trim off the excess, press down really good. You can also use your clippers like I'm doing here to kind of press in the crease there and at the cuticle again. And then make sure you press the whole nail, little spots at a time, get those air bubbles out. I think that's about as good as this one's going to get. I suppose with a little practice and, you know, if you try a couple of different designs, you know, you may get used to it a little better and be able to trim the overhang sides, you know, once you get used to it and figure out, you know, how far down that design strip you're going to need. You can kind of trim the corners before you put it on, and then you won't have that overhang there. I'm not that crafty, so I don't know if I'll ever be able to trim them properly before I put them on. So I will just, you know, with each time I go around with the next design, I will try to get a little bit better, and hopefully I'll be able to upload a faster video on how to do this if I come across any tips and tricks, or you know, any techniques that help with application, or what have you. I will do another video and share those tips with you, but we'll just have to see how it goes. Okay, so there's my thumb. And my first finger is really fat at the tip, but my cuticle area is pretty narrow. But I'm noticing that this fourth strip has more of a an egg-like shape to the tip rather than just completely rounded. So that's kind of what I need for my first finger. Be careful when you're pulling them off, because it is easy to, you know, catch the tip of your design strip off of your other nail when you're trying to pull this one off. And they do tend to curl on you when you try to do this, so you may have to straighten it a few times and get a better grip. I hope you guys can see this really well, because I'm having issues. Okay. Can almost wear it like that. Maybe not. Got that Elvira look going on. Okay, so I'm going to trim the tip. And save my little gems for later. Press it down. Actually, I didn't have much issue with the crease or the cuticle at this time, so yay for that. See, it does clip pretty clean if you kind of just fill your nail with the bottom layer of the clippers. You can kind of get it, you know, lined up pretty well. So that one was fairly easy. I don't even think I need to file that one. Oh, maybe a little bit. I don't suggest filing too much though, because it does end up leaving a exposed piece of your nail, which, you know, at that point the tip of the strip can actually stick to something, kind of like a, you know, a hangnail would or something. I'm just pressing it down on the edge to make sure I don't lose it or catch it off later on something. I might suggest, you know, putting a clear polish on after this, just to help it last a little longer. On my middle finger, I think will be this one. These are kind of hard to get off of here though, because they stick pretty well. Oh good, this one went fairly good as well. I am happy to see that. I don't know if you guys can hear all the sirens and the ice cream truck in the background, but that's some pretty fun music going on, I suppose. I apologize for that. Perfect timing. I chose to do it with my back door open, so I could get some better lighting. I wanted you guys to really be able to see me do this. If I'm popping out of the camera here, I apologize. I have a hard time seeing. Sometimes I'm trying to keep it down far enough for you guys to be able to see, but it's kind of hard. I've got pretty bad eyesight, hence the glasses. So this one is trying to fold underneath because of this gem here. I don't know if you can see that. So sometimes the little design rhinestones, if you will, kind of land right on the tip of your nail. So those you got to be careful with, because you don't want to file that into a hole, and that's almost what happened with my pinky here. You can see the gem right on the tip, and as I started to file that, I could see that my nail was becoming exposed, so I just chose to leave it. So that worked pretty good. I do suggest, like I said, with the gem on the tip, try to file down, if you will, so that, if you're filing like this, you're going to shimmy that gem off and it's going to tear at the tip. But if you, just give one little swoop, or you file it kind of downward, then at least the gem is being pressed onto the tip of the nail versus pulled off. And that went pretty good. We've got some of the coolest birds out here singing to each other right now. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but I just love listening to that in the spring. When you start hearing all the birds singing and talking back and forth to each other, that's when, spring's really here, and boy, we need it after this winter. Okay, I think this is the right one for this nail. See, sometimes they're hard to get off and they kind of curl on you. I don't know if you guys noticed, but this was not the same design strip that I pulled for this finger off the other side of the... As you can see, I just pulled this one off, and I didn't use that one for your other hand. So sometimes you're not going to use the same sticker across, so definitely check both hands. And I'm having to stretch it because it didn't quite go all the way over on that side. In this one, I'm going to have the overhang again. I don't know if you can see that there. I'm going to try to get it down as much as I can, but... Thanks for being patient, you guys, because this is not this is not something I do very often. But I know how excited everyone's been about these nail art strips, and I have been too, and I really wanted to get to use them. To be quite honest, I have never used these design strips before. I used some stickers a long time ago. I think they were Sally Hansen or something, but they wrinkled all over the place and they didn't stay for more than an hour. So I definitely would choose these over Sally Hansen. Absolutely. I'm so happy Avon came out with these. And again, this is the Starstruck design. Okay, I think that's as good as that one's going to get. Alright, and last but not least, my other pinky. This might be difficult. Oh, maybe not. I think this one will work. Oh, see, I overfiled it right there. I don't know if you can see that part of my nail there, but so you really, really want to be careful about your filing. Now we're going to have the overlap here again. See if I can't push it down. This is not easy, folks. I hope you have a much easier time than me with it. Sometimes, if you're not careful, you will cut your nail off with the design strip, like I just did. Not cool. And now I got a gem right on the tip of the nail. So I'm going to have to cut that off. I mean, I suppose you could try to trim the sides, but it really sticks to your skin. And personally, I don't want to risk cutting myself. So if you're brave enough and you've got the skill and the eyesight to, you know, take your little fine manicuring scissors and go for it, by all means. This girl doesn't have it in her, so I'm not even going to go there. Yeah, the side thing is really going to irritate me. But, you know, that might just be the way my nails are. You guys may not have these issues. I got issues all the time, so. What's another one? But this is kind of helping a little bit. There we go. It's getting down in there. Alright, so there you have it. The finished product. Hope you guys like it. That's the best that I could do with this. And I would love to see your all's videos as well. Please feel free to share with me. Let me know if there are any other videos that you would want to see, any other Avon products. We do have our Makeup Maven bundle coming any day now. So I will be doing another video shortly on new products coming out. And the one I'm sure that you guys are all waiting on the edge of your seats for, hopefully, the Mega Effects mascara. We will see. They are not telling us anything for sure. We are hopeful, but you never know. I mean, Avon may surprise us and not give it to us until campaign 17 also. But here's hoping. And if they do, I will be on that as quick as I can be. And I think that's as good as I'm going to do. So, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. And like I said, let me know if there's anything else specific that you'd like to see. Thanks and have a great night.